Yeah. Oh, sorry. Anak, I hope I pronounced that right, is the newest album released by Jay Som. Now, there's a lot of albums that I have been saying lately that I want to get to, catch up with and all that. But in the midst of all that, this is an album I really wanted to review for fun. There was something about it that interested me. I'm going to get to some of the more mainstream and popular reviews, but there's something about this that I feel like sharing. Now, there are a lot of genres and subgenres that many people listen to. And then for each and every single one of you and me, we have moments where we feel like we need to listen to music that just helps us get through the day or a phase or a mood in a way. This album kind of made me feel like that. I wrote down in my notes that listening to this music made me feel like I was in an escape, per se. Almost like a coming-of-age vibe, if you will. There's a lot of soft singing, very easy-going lyrics, and just a sentiment that you feel like something more is comforting you. That sounds all nice and dandy, perhaps, but it doesn't mean that it makes this album perfect. It just means I enjoyed listening to it. The best way to try and describe this music is what I found online as DIY pop. So, Jay Som makes this music basically from home. Now, you could argue that you can make some really awesome things, and some people have the technology and tools and instruments necessary to just kind of make your own home studio, even if it doesn't look like the most professional studio. But that is a really good way of describing this. It does feel like it was well made, but it also feels like someone didn't have to be taken to an LA or New York studio to make this. It feels like someone put in their best personal effort to record this. And there's something very sweet and tender about listening to something like that. And something that I really respect about this album is there are many instrumental breaks. And I'm not saying a lot of music needs to have it. It's just, a lot of pop music or mainstream music in general just doesn't have it. And it's a very musical thing to do to try and let the music speak a little bit more than the lyrics. They should be complementing each other in a way and not necessarily giving a give and take or a call and respond. There's just something charming to be able to have when you know that you can let just the music take over and you don't have to have the vocalist always saying something. Some of these examples would include Superbike, and the song Get Well. I especially like this one for its wind down vibes. There's something about that at the end of the day that I really admire. Yeah, winding down. Winding down. One more example I'll give out there is Tenderness. I don't feel like I can really talk much more about the album. I really wanted to put in the effort of sharing the album more than really wanting to try and dissect and describe it so much. This isn't something that I think everyone will like. I do think, however, there's a lot more people who would like it that don't know that they would like it. So that's what I'm trying to get at here. Hopefully these clips that I like to include in here will kind of spark that interest. I'm not promising masterpiece. I'm not promising perfection. Maybe some of you will come to that conclusion. I don't believe that, but it is something that I feel like can touch a little bit more to the human core in a way. And I feel like we kind of need some of that. Sometimes we just need the vibe to dance, the vibe to feel close to our family. And other times we just need something that helps us understand our sadness or our anger. Music does that in a lot of ways where we resonate with it. And in this case, this music resonates kind of almost in the mundane category, but also in the simple things, I feel like. I really don't know which directions any of you are going to try and take from me describing this album in this case, and that's okay. I'm trying to describe just simply that this provided a different lens, I suppose, and it was a positive experience, and I feel like other people should just give this a shot and see what they think of it. So after having listened and reviewed this album, with production of 89%, creativity 78%, expression and lyrics 89%, I'm going to give this album a good. I feel like I'm trying to recommend this album more than what my grade is implying, but I am trying to say this is just something unique. I think there are others who will find maybe some joy or comfort, maybe slightly more than I did, and I think that audience could be a lot wider and larger if others know about it. It's a very funny thing for me to try to explain in this kind of review. So if anything that I have said in this video is persuading you remotely, please go give it a shot. There is some additional albums from the artist, Jay Som. Just give it a shot. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. And remember, if you want to discover, promote, and review the best in entertainment, remember to subscribe and follow all the social media for this channel linked down below, so you can get that yes in your life. See you next time.